The Christmas tree in the Great Hall kind of grew up. It started out as a rather simple tree, a real tree, somewhat small, and it kept getting bigger and bigger. The whole idea of decorating the Great Hall started when we moved out of the church into the new church, and the old church was kind of fixed up, at least cleaned up and painted and what have you. And the monastery Christmas party, which usually took place between Christmas and New Year's, because that involved an opportunity for the parish people to come home. We had a party and a dinner, and it was held in the Great Hall. And then the Great Hall kind of got decorated, and that's how we kind of got to the point of decorating the Great Hall. Brother Leonard and I were close friends, and he was kind of in charge of the Great Hall at that point. He was in charge of the information desk, which kind of resolved into being in charge of the hall. And he was the one that was kind of responsible for decorating it. And eventually we decided we would experiment with different kinds of ornaments. And I made some. And we kind of developed and we did some commercial stuff. And then we got to this stage where I made this set that we have now. But there was things like, there was a star, and a bell, and an elaborate top, based after the old-style German Christmas tree top. And it was in pieces, of course, which was assembled together. The birds, that's probably the most interesting part of the whole story, was the birds. I thought of them as Christmas birds, kind of this mythical, fantastical sort of thing, sort of related to a phoenix or something. And there was a daddy bird and a mama bird and an egg, which we still have, the little blue egg. It's an advent bird because the baby hasn't hatched yet. They're really made out of ticky-tacky. The basic material of the ornaments is corrugated paper. Corrugated paper as in cardboard boxes. I got it from the Lit Press, but it wasn't rigid. You could bend it. It only had paper on one side of the corrugation. And cut out various shapes and taped them together and glued them together and papered them and more glue and so forth and so on. Paper and glue and tape. And kind of layered up. The first set were, and the birds, they were colored, multicolored. And then when the color scheme turned into this blue and gold, they got another layer of stuff applied to them. The gold part was actually a paper that was glued onto the form, the shape. And his ceiling was more glue, a lot of glue. I made them myself in my room when I would be in a Christmas tree ornament mood, making mood. my room would be a mess.